Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this channel called The Supreme Concept. So today we will be discussing class number 37 here. Well, we have covered up to 540 number of questions in your previous classes. So here we will continue with 541, okay? And this question says, you can eat as much as you like at the newly launched bar. Now just give it a pause and mark your answer. Find out where exactly error lies in this question. Yes, go ahead. Alright, see here error lies in part number 3. Okay, so instead of simply launch, we will use past form of it. Okay, launched, newly launched bar, because we are actually uh, saying the bar is already launched. Okay, so in that case we will have to use V2 format here. I whistled thrice with full might and raised my arms towards the sky. Now figure out where is the error in this sentence. Yes, you're absolutely correct. See, here error lies in part number 2 again. Instead of raise, we will use past form of raise, that is raised. Okay, I raised my arms, because here as you can see I whistled thrice. This first statement shows that this sentence is in past format. So if this is in past tense, we'll have to use past form of raise, right? So make it raised. Both science and religion are necessary for man and for their outer and inner self respectively. Now give it a pause and mark your answer. Yes. Alright. See here error lies in part number 2. Okay. So instead of there we will use his. His. Okay. Possessive case his. Because here we are talking about the man in general, right? So for this purpose we will use his, not there. At certain seasons, some areas on Mars is subject to strong winds. Now, mark your answer in this question. Yes. Alright. See here, error lies in part number 3. Okay. Instead of is, we will use plural form here. Okay. Are. So, some areas on Mars are subject to strong winds. Why so? Because we are actually, concerning about some areas, which is plural in form. Okay. Some areas. As an artist, Raju is as good, if not better than Ramesh. Now just mark your answer. Yes, alright. See here, error lies in part number 2. Okay. See, instead of as good, okay, we'll use as good as. As good as. Because as good as is actually used for comparison. Okay. And it means, nearly. So the sentence should be like as an artist, Raju is as good as Ramesh, if not better than him. Okay, so instead of as good we will use as good as. Okay, so don't get confused. I just told you the exact format, but here we can also place as good as. Okay, the scientist could not hardly complete all the experiments. Find out your answer here. Yes. Alright, so here error lies in part number 2 again. See, could not hardly. Hardly also shows a negative thing. Okay, hardly means almost nothing, and there is no need to use no before it. Okay, it will be superfluous. Okay, so we have to remove not from here. Okay, simply remove not. So could hardly, the scientist could hardly complete all the experiments. Okay, so this shows hardly means almost nothing or no. Almost no. Could you please give me a postal address of the Indian Embassy in New York? Okay, just find out your answer in this question. Right, see here, analyze in part number 2. Okay, instead of a postal address we will use the. Okay, why so? Because the is a definite article and it is used for particular or specific things. Okay, definite things, because we are actually talking about a particular address. Okay, the postal address of Indian Embassy, so here we will use the definite article the. Short stories and poems of varying quality appears in dailies and periodicals. Just give it a pause and mark your answer. Alright, yes, so here error lies in part number 3. Okay, instead of appears we will use appear. Okay, plural form, because appears is singular form here. Okay, so we will use a plural form of the verb. Why so? Because see here, short stories and poems, in this case as you can see, short stories and poems, this is a compound subject. Okay, compound subjects are generally a combination of two subjects, especially by and. Okay, or we can say both and. Okay, and they are mostly plural. All right, so the verb will follow plural form. Okay, because the subject is plural. One of the most dangerous disease is AIDS. Just mark your answer here. Alright, see here error lies in part number 2. Okay, instead of disease we'll use diseases. D-I-S-C-A-S-E-S, diseases, plural form. Okay, plural form, because always remember, wherever you find one of, it will always follow a plural noun. Okay, the director along with his assistants have thoroughly examined the new proposals. Just mark your answer here. Yes, alright, so here analyze in part number 2. Okay, see, we will use a singular verb form as here. Okay, because as you can see, the subject is joined by along with. Okay, the director along with his assistants. So if you see two subjects joined by along with as well as, okay, with, like that, then you should use verb according to the first subject. So the verb will follow first subject here, and the first subject, that is the director, is singular in it is singular, so we will use singular verb form as instead of plural. I bought 2 slippers. Just to mark your answer here. Right, see here error lies in part number 2. Instead of 2 we will use a pair of. Okay, so basically a pair of slippers means a single set of slippers, so there we will use a pair of, not just 2 slippers. You are a very lovable person, but I am not loving you. Just mark your answer. Yes, right, error lies in part number 3. So, here we will remove I'm not loving. Okay, because this is totally wrong, so here we will use do not, or you can say don't. Okay, but I don't love you. Love you. Because see, the verb love, this is actually uh, you know a verb which shows emotions or sense, okay, that we feel. So love, feel, etc., these are these verbs cannot be used in progressive format, okay, because they are actually called stative verbs. Stative verbs, so they cannot be used in progressive forms. Here we will use but I do not or I don't love you instead of am loving you. Being a holiday, we went out for a picnic. So figure out where exactly error lies in this question. Yes, you're right. See here, error lies in part number 1. Okay, so we will use it being. It being. Why so? Because combination of two or more sentences is only possible when they have a common subject. So it should be a common subject here. Okay, because see, if you're getting confused, um, you know let me show you an example. It was a sunny day. Okay, I could not go. I could not go out. Okay, or go. So it can be written as it being a sunny day. I could not go. Okay, so this sentence has a common subject here, it. Alright. If we have no definite aim before us, we would only wander about in aimless pursuits and achieve nothing. Okay, just mark your answer. Alright, see here, error lies in part number 2. Instead of wander, we will use wander. W-A-N-D-E-R, wander. Because see, these two words actually same in pronunciation, but they are different, okay, in meaning. So W-A-N-D-E-R, we will use it here because this wonder means if we consider of a person's mind or thought, it is basically, we can say one who is unable to uh, you know stop on a single subject. Especially, if you think a lot, okay, unable to decide what to do and what to not, there is a state of wonder, okay. And this word is also used for moving purpose, like if you roam around a street, okay, without any or without any particular intention, travel aimlessly like that. So, and this word like WNDER, okay, this means to be curious, okay, about something, or being surprised, to be curious. Okay, yes. So another word we have is pursuits. Okay, pursuits means what you do for pleasure or work. Okay, or we can say try to get something. He is anxious not only to acquire knowledge but also eager to display it. Okay, just mark your answer in this question. Yes, you're right. See, error lies in part number 1. Okay, use not only before anxious, because always remember, whenever we are using any correlative conjunction, like not only but also, okay, they will always follow a particular rule. Actually, you know what, the two clauses, both the clauses will have to be parallel. Okay, it means we will have to use not only or but also before any two nouns or any two verbs, or you can say any before any two adjectives. Okay, so this is the basic rule actually. Well, that was it for today's lesson, guys, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new to this channel, do subscribe us and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will be notified whenever we upload a new video. So keep learning. See you in your next classes. Till then, you take care.